I already have 3 full-size electric die cutting machines, but this one I fell in love with because when I want to create just sentiments to go on my cards, this is the quick way to do it. Okay, so what you're going to get in your box is your cutting machine, your power adapter, power cord, your Type-C cable, your weeding tool, pen, and then there's all of your instructional material. And they give you a sample set of materials to use. This is your cutting mat, and this one is a standard grip. You can get different grips. This is what is most popular, what's used most often. It really depends on what materials you're cutting. Here's your pick. This is your pen. I went on my laptop, I went to the Google Play Store and told it to download to my phone. You can see it there. So the software is now on my phone, and that only took a few seconds. And I also had it download to my desktop. So whatever devices you have linked that will support the software, give you the opportunity to pick the device you want to download it to. It will support Mac and Windows. I love the size of this machine, and it looks just like, your large size die cutting machine. When you open it and you look on the inside, it looks just like your big Cameo or Cricut cutters, just downsized. So I like that. If you've used cutters before, then operating this cutter is going to be easy for you because you are going to recognize the components and how to use them. So I plugged into the side of the machine there where it goes, and you can see the power light came on. This light is flashing. So I'm going to go over here and open the app. Right, so let's now see what we have. Now I got bubbles and yeah, I got bubbles and an incomplete cut. So my first cut was incomplete. I'm not 100% sure why. Like, again, I'm not sure why, but I'm going to try again. Okay, so my second cut was successful. I needed to learn where to do pressure setting changes for the machine. Not a problem with the software. It was my learning curve. So I did that. That worked well. And I got the cut that I wanted. Now, I did switch the vinyl from my standpoint as a crafter and a person who uses a variety of machines. I should be able to use any vinyl, and I mean in a good quality vinyl. I should be able to use it. I am always leery of any product when I am told you can only use our materials on this machine, because that's forcing me to maybe pay for a price for a product when I could more than likely find value someplace else. I wanted to test it to make sure that it would do a great cut with other vinyl, and it did. This is transfer tape, and I think I'm going to just put these two little flowers up here. So I'm just going to take my transfer tape. Now I have my little design on my machine. So if you're familiar with Canva, if you're familiar with Design Space, you probably are going to be able to make the transition very easily. If you are a Silhouette Cameo user and you are used to the Silhouette software, there might be a little bit of a learning curve for you. You just have to go into the software. It took me about 5 seconds to figure it out, but the design transferred well. It cut the vinyl well. This is a fine blade. I went to their store to see if they had different blades, but I feel comfortable giving this machine a positive review because for what I want it for, which is to create my own sentiments for my card making, this is perfect because I don't have to get involved with my larger machines. And I can leave this sitting on my workspace. I found a perfect place for it. And whenever I want to use it, I can just open it up and get to work. You can connect this machine via Bluetooth, or you can use a cable. Now, if you're using the mobile app, then you don't have to connect it. If you're using the desktop app, then you need to connect your machine. And you can use your Bluetooth connection for your laptop. The machine has a handy storage area. Whatever tools you use when you're crafting will fit in that little tray. And when you close it up, it's not going to open. There's no danger of you damaging your machine. So it's 5 stars for me. I like it. I love the size. I just think it's so nice to have a desktop cutter. And no, it doesn't have a lot of the functions right now that you have with your Cricut, with your Cameos. But I think as they develop this tool, it's going to be a big hit with a lot of crafters. I know it's already a big hit with me.
Now comes the part they called weeding. And they give you this tool here. So I guess you just kind of there we go. And it seems they only give you enough to do one. I mean, that's it. To do one of each. So You got this kind where after you're done, you need this transfer sticker to help remove it and then place it onto whatever you want to place it. I'm going to do it on this mason jar here. And then, so that's it. If you want to do more, you're going to have to somehow buy whatever they sell, or I'm pretty sure third-party products will probably work too. They give you one heat transfer. This, you don't need to use this sticker to help transfer. That's why they only provide one. This goes with that blue vinyl sheet, okay? You get one heat transfer. And then you get one smart adhesive vinyl. When you use this one, the smart adhesive vinyl, you're gonna need this too. So I'm gonna have to somehow only use half of this for this, and maybe save the other for this one. And then the heat transfer one is the one that you don't need to use this. So basically, this is a nice set, but very stingy with the you know, with the labels and stuff to get you started. I mean, they could have included a few. Let us make 2 or 3 pictures. At least 5, I think, would be nice. To not be wasteful, I counted that the dog took 6 spots, 6 squares vertically. So I cut this so that there would be 6 squares. So now we're not wasteful. Okay, so you peel it off. Then you go over and you place it over this dog here. Okay. And now we're just going to pull this up, and it should come up with the sticker. And no, it does not. It says when you're done, put this back to protect it. But you know, when you're done, the liner of the vinyl, the backing, it's still here. So I would just leave it there. I would just leave it there. And that's your protection there until the next time you want to use it. Then just remove this. Okay. Remember this. That's from the blue cat, the blue dog that I was doing. Here, that. So I can just leave it until my next project. Then I'll just remove this. Or you can remove it now and then place this back on top and it'll stick to it.
Okay, I'm gonna demo this Likcut car. I'm gonna open this up. Let's demo how this thing works here. It's got this nice tray in here for your weeder and any other accessories. I've got it connected, and I'm going to show you this. Really wants you to subscribe to their art program. And I didn't want to do that just to try this out. So I created my logo myself using Photoshop. And so the way you import this, you click Convert to Layers, choose from an album, and I want to choose this. So I have this, and you see right here it says Likcut Pro Access used. I'm going to cancel that, and then it allows you to do just a single layer logo. So I'm going to save it. I'm going to call logo firm. Now it's going to try to print it. I'm gonna organize this up here just a little bit. So I've got it organized here, laid out like I want. You got to make it big enough, or it auto lays it out. It's a little bit challenging. I'm going to click Make. This comes with the short mat is what's included, so I'm going to select short mat. I'm going to confirm. It gives you a preview of what it's going to look like. You say continue. Confirm material self-adhesive vinyl is what this is. Cutting pressure, I'm going to use the default. All this stuff just comes from practice. So I'll load this in here like this. There we go. Okay, I'm just going to align it. You got to keep the app open while this cuts. Okay, and that was done. Let's see if I can get this to show up on the camera. Maybe you can see it printed it, cut it. Oh, I got some air bubbles there. That's something you gotta pay attention to, but we'll see how I'll take this apart and do the weeding. And we'll come back and I'll see how it looks. Okay, I had to do that off camera. It was a little more challenging than just pulling it off. All of this is just practice, but it cut it nicely, and so now I'm going to take some transfer tape, stick it on there, and transfer it onto my part. So overall, it works pretty well. It really is all about practice, and there honestly is not enough material included in the starter kit to get enough practice. I had to buy this extra, this new roll of vinyl in order to get this far. But it's practice. I don't think that has anything to do with the cutter itself. It did cut nicely, and I think this will turn out nice.
Okay, it's cutting a flower, so I'm hoping it'll cut. We'll see if it works. Looked like it's doing something. I downloaded the app on the Google Play. I don't know if it's gonna cut, because I think I left the plastic on there, but we'll see.